The debate is between fact and fiction as some self-styled pseudo-liberals continue to use our army to make a political point. Tonight, let's establish the fact. General Dyer is the butcher of Amritsar, responsible for the massacre at Jallianwala Bagh. Fiction is when little-known historians drag our forces and our army chief to make themselves relevant, to make comparisons to what happened in 1919. I want to settle, and I will settle, this Dyer wire debate tonight.
April 13th, 1919, a date that brings back memories of a massacre so bloody, so brutal, so merciless that it went on to shape the course of nationalist politics and the freedom movement in India. The British Army Brigadier General who ordered his troops to fire indiscriminately at thousands of men, women and children gathered at Jallianwala Bagh for Baisakhi has gone down in history as the butcher of Amritsar. General Dyer stood there, watched the bloodshed, heard the screams of 20,000 innocent people as his men fired 1,650 rounds for close to 10 minutes. Cut to modern-day India, a nation fighting enemies at the border and within. Its army showing restraint in the most charged and difficult situations, and yet being derided by a lobby of so-called intellectuals who garb their insults under the freedom of expression pretext. In an article written in the website called The Wire, one such intellectual, Partha Chatterjee, makes a shocking comparison between General Bipin Rawat and General Dyer.
I just required a bite that you have compared the
I have nothing to say.
General Dyer?
I have nothing to say. I have
No.
written what I have written.
No,
Okay.
I mean, I just want to know that whether or under what.
Have you read the article?
Yeah, I have read that.
Well, that's all I have to say. Thank
So
you.
you stick to your version?
I am not changing anything at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, sir, what circumstance? I mean, is there any specific reason?
And here's why he's being snubbed. Because this man in his article says, and I quote, "Chilling similarities between justifications for actions of British Indian Army in Punjab in 1919 and those being offered today in defense of the Indian Army. No one-off incident but part of a new phase in the Army's campaigns." General Rawat's interview pointed to something like a new politico-military strategy to deal with the problem of Kashmir. When does a nation's army start to believe that to preserve its authority, it must be feared by its own people?
I am not changing anything at all.
I think General Dyer was exceedingly incompetent, and I'm talking militarily. That being an eminent economist, he is also totally ignorant of military procedures to disperse a civil assembly or a civil mob.
I think it is an odious comparison that this person has drawn. No sensible person can ever do that.
Army veterans are angry, and rightly so, because Partha Chatterjee's Dyer Moment piece has given Pakistan ammunition. But tonight on the debate, we have just one question for Mr. Chatterjee and the entire anti-army lobby. What justifies comparing Indian Army with the imperial rule? Bureau Report, Republic TV.